Is it true that the saints, little by little, take up the mission of the guardian angels on us? It is true that among the Fathers of the Church we find the following account, which has been repeated until now. At the beginning of the world, when millions of demons have separated from God, refusing without a plan of love, these Fathers of the Church affirmed that they left empty places, interstices in the proximity of God, which were to be filled, according to the love and humility of those who would reach heaven. And so a tradition has spread, a tradition no doubt human, but all the same, that said that when all the empty places were taken by the inhabitants of the earth, who would become the saints of heaven, then the end of the world would come. So I do not know if it's true or false. But, on the other hand, what can be said in contemplating this charity which reigns in heaven, is that this story of places of first place, is quite different from that which reigns on earth. The one with the first place is the one who is the smallest. So, God who humbles himself to raise his children above himself, Jesus says it verbatim, "You will do greater works than those I have done, to amaze you." That's the biggest. The Virgin Mary, for example, is often imagined as a grandiose lady enthroned on a throne of glory. In reality, she keeps on promoting her children, she disappears so that they take the most important role. So the smallest is the biggest in paradise. The holy angels of God are in this same search, to put others forward. So when a person comes to heaven, they do it by a very simple reasoning. They say, "You have passed through earthly life, and I never, since I never had a body. So you know what it is. You know better than us, what it is to suffer, to live in wandering for a while. Result, this mission that I have, for example, on your little girl, who lives on earth, which has just been born, I will do it with you, or rather it is you who will tell me what to do. And I will apply all your directives, because you know better than me, how gently, patiently, we must lead this little soul to heaven." That is why very often our guardian angel in heaven, it is not an angel literally, but it is someone who is an ancestor of us, and who is in paradise. A grandmother, a grandfather. Someone we will discover, at the time of our death, with surprise, who took care of us, who applied the guidelines. One can say to oneself, but if my grandmother sees what I do in my room, when I am alone, she will blush with shame, she will blame me, and myself, I could not bear. Not at all, she was also a girl, who experienced the same temptations, the same thoughts, the same temptations of vanity, etc. She knows exactly what it is. So she does not take it at all with malice, she takes it with mercy. She knows how, little by little, patiently, to lead her little girl, for example, to improve, and to become arriving in the other world, more humble, ready to enter paradise. So we see it. All this is explained by a communion of the saints of heaven. You must not see someone taking the place of another. This is a vision that comes rather from hell. We can say that the angels of hell, they are full of rage, because they say to themselves, "You see, what was planned was realized. They are first and we are the last. We will never give up." It's a vision of pride, of course. And if they entered the vision of Christ, which they will never do, because they never give in, they would understand that to be the smallest, that's the best thing about paradise.